Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my full bookshelf tour. Now, me and my husband have been talking and we are going to be rearranging this family room area again. It's been rearranged like 1,000 times, but we have a vision for it. I'm so excited. Hopefully it happens within the next, few months, but we shall see. But I figured before I do that, let me give you guys a full bookshelf tour. Now, I know I just did a TBR audit. In that video, I went through every single book essentially on my TBR, so we're not going to be going over those books today. We're just going to be going over these two shelves here, which are my red shelves. These are the books that I have read, and I'm very excited to go through every single book with you, except for some of those up top. I didn't read those, but we'll get into that because within the next, hopefully 6 months, this is all gonna change and I'm gonna have more bookshelves and more space and everything's gonna be a little bit less crowded, if that makes any sense. So without further ado, let's get into my bookshelves. Doing this is gonna be kind of hilarious because I don't wanna be shaking, holding my arm all the way up top. But up top here, I have my Stephen King books. Now, I have not read all of these. I have read The Outsider, I have read It, Pet Sematary, and The Long Walk. Oh, and Salem's Lot. Those are the only ones I have read, but I wanted to keep all my Stephen Kings together because I knew if I put them on my TBR shelf, they would sit there for a while, if I'm being so for real and so honest with you. So I just keep them all together. I like it that way. That's where they are. I also have the It, Pennywise, and Georgie Funko Pop that used to kind of not be like that, but it's there now. Next to it, I do have my reading journal from 2025, and I have some graphic novels as well as a nonfiction. So I'm gonna try and scooch my butt through here and we'll see what I can do. So up top, I have Lore Olympus Volume 1. I have the Sheets trilogy, Sheets, Delicates, and Lights. I have the Garlic duology, which these are so cute, Garlic and the Witch and Garlic and the Vampire. And then this is my only nonfiction book. It's She Means Well by Quinta Brunson, who is on Abbott Elementary, and my husband got that for me and I love her, so I just keep that all the way up here. Now, this is where the organization kind of starts. Also, I do just want to mention there are so many little bits and bobs on these shelves that are not mine. My daughters build their Legos and their shelves are so overrun with things that they need to clean and organize that they're like, oh, can I just put it on your shelf? So a lot of these things are things that they have built, but I will tell you when it's something I've built. So this is where my organization, like I said, starts. So I start with fantasy. Again, these are all books that I've read. So I have the ACOTAR series, I have the Throne of Glass series, the Start of the Crowns of Nyaxia, Fourth Wing, Press of the Emerald Sea, and then both of the TJ Klunes, The House in the Cerulean Sea, and then Under the Whispering Door. Then this is where fantasy continues. Again, these are my daughters. I actually did build this little Dobby. He's very cute and I love him. But we'll just keep it like this. So then again, like I said, fantasy kind of continues and then it kind of goes into YA fantasy, although I have Emily Wilde here and some other things, but it's fine. So I have the Dark Lord Dobby duology, both of the Before the Coffee Gets Cold, Tales from the Cafe, Legends and Lattes, the Rin Shipeko, Silver Under Nightfall. This is all of my Wayward Children series. I hate that this one is a paperback because first of all, they don't come out in paperback, and secondly, when I ordered this, this is an ARC copy. I didn't order an ARC, nor do I receive ARCs, so I was like, okay. Welcome to the Hunam Dong Bookshop, Night Circus, The Spell Shop. Here's my Caraval trilogy, and then of course I wanted to keep Caraval with the Once Upon a Broken Heart, so I have those there. Again, Emily Wilde should probably get moved to here. I'll do that later. Heartless Hunter, and then we kind of get into sci-fi dystopian. So then I have The World Gives Way, I Who Have Never Known Men, 2 Hunger Games. Like I said, continuing down, we have the rest of the Hunger Games. And then we move into like litfic / historical fiction. Hope This Finds You Well, Atmosphere, The Nightingale, and then we move into romance. I think it's like romance and then it moves into YA romance. I try to keep my romances kind of together in the sense that I don't know if they look similar or if they're kind of along the same vein. So I have all my Emily Henrys, If It Makes You Happy, both of my Alicia Thompsons, Magnolia Parks. I have both my Allie Hazelwood's. This little cotton candy stand is just a pain in my rear. And then, like I said, because this is Bride, this is a paranormal romance, I also keep kind of My Roommate is a Vampire there, Pestilence, The Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon. I have the Ashley Postons, The Long Game, the Chestnut Springs, Icebreaker, and then I have like some holiday romances. I read when I first got back into reading, well, you can't see. When I first got back into reading, I read like all holiday romances in December and it was a choice. So I have This Time Next Year, which I loved, just like Magic, I also loved that. And on holidays, you know what? I also loved that. And then we move into the rest of the romances, and then after these it kind of goes into YA romance. Again, this summer will be different. It's not a YA romance, but I think I put it there just because it was next to summer. I'm gonna have to rearrange some of these, but I have my Christina Loren's, the Unhoneymooners, Love in Other Words, my Lynn Painters. I do love that Lynn Painters books all relatively have the same kind of cover, better than the movies, The Do-Over, Betting on You, the Carly Fortune, the Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy, and then we move into YA mysteries, because YA thrillers isn't really a thing. I think it's mostly mysteries. So I have the Inheritance Game trilogy, my two Truly Devious. This is not YA, so those are just the only ones. The A Deadly Inside Scoop, A Game of Cones, the Finlay Donovans I've read so far. Dial A for Aunties, I kept the Jessie Q. Sutantos together. Good Girl's Guide to Murder, One of Us is Lying, and then we move into kind of regular mysteries, and then it goes into thrillers. So I have the Thursday Murder Club, The Man Who Died Twice, the first Veronica Speedwell, the Housemaid Trilogy. These are all the Fridas, Never Lie. And down here then on the last shelf, we move into thrillers. It goes thrillers, horrors. It's like thrillers, YA horror, regular horror. So I have The Inmate, The Perfect Marriage, my first and only Alice Feeney. I need to read more Alice Feeney. The Silent Patient, the last one. All of my Lucy Foley's. I do actually really enjoy Lucy Foley's writing. Julia Chan is Dead. Sherry LaPena is Someone We Know. The Night Guest. These are the YAs. They go to like here. So I Feed Her to the Beast and the Beast is Me. The Bad Ones. These are both by Melissa Albert. Our Crooked Hearts, Rules for Vanishing, Clown in a Cornfield, You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight, Don't Let the Forest In, What Stalks Among Us, and then we move into adult horror, which is interesting because I have Ninth House and Hellbent there by Leigh Bardugo, but they're just like dark academia, but they work. So I have Suburban Hell next to those, the Colleen Hoover Verity, which in my opinion is a horror. I'm Thinking of Ending Things, and then My Grady Hendrix's, which is the Final Girl Support Group, the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, My Best Friend's Exorcism, and How to Sell a Haunted House. And that is my first shelf. So now we're on the second shelf, which is to the left. And I know this process doesn't make any sense, but I had already started loading them onto that shelf, and then I think maybe I'm gonna rearrange all of this when we redo everything, but this is what kind of works. So up here I keep all of my Book of the Month books. I thought about including them in their various genres, but I just like them all together because they all have that Book of the Month thing at the top, which is my least favorite thing ever. Aardvark doesn't, which is so nice. But anyway, so I actually have them in order of when I got them, or I guess maybe when I read them. It started with when I got them, and now it's just as I've read them. So I have Sign Here, which was actually my first ever Book of the Month book. All the Dangerous Things, What Lies in the Woods, The Writing Retreat. This is Book of the Month. I don't know how they just didn't get the thing on top, but they didn't. Both my Taylor Jenkins Reid, Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, Daisy Jones and the Six, The Soulmate, The Last Word. Again, Lisa Jules, None of This Is True is the same thing. It's on the side. The Stranger Upstairs, Starling House, No One Can Know, A Winter in New York, First Lie Wins, Kill for Me, Kill for You, The Paradise Problem, The Husbands, Butcher and Blackbird, Murder Road, Incidents Around the House, The God of the Woods, Like Mother, Like Daughter, A Talent for Murder, and The Love of My Afterlife. Next shelf concludes my Book of the Months up to this point. So Wild Dark Shore, Part of Your World, The Compound, Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil, A Flicker in the Dark, First Time Caller, and Immortal Consequences. Next to that, I just have a picture of me and my family and my cute little Frankenstein's monster head, which I'm obsessed with. This next shelf is a Lego shelf because, y'all, our Lego space is running thin, and that's partially why we're redoing all of the upstairs. So I have my cute little up house next to my Nightmare Before Christmas house. It just makes sense. So then here's the continuation of what you've seen before. So I have the last of my Grady Hendrix, Witchcraft for Wayward Girls, and then the rest of this is all horror. This is all my horror books. They're just here. I mean, I guess you could argue that Riley Sager is thriller, but I just keep them here. So we have The Shadows, The Hollow Places, all of the Riley Sagers, y'all know. Hidden Pictures, Bunny, My Heart's a Chainsaw. I like to keep our authors together. I Was a Teenage Slasher, Hex, Old Country, The September House, Daphne, A House at the Bottom of a Lake, my Nat Cassidy's Mary, An Awakening of Terror, Nestlings, When the Wolf Comes Home. Oh, At Home with the Horrors. This is a short story collection. My two Nick Cutters. I wish I loved Nick Cutter as an author because I just really like the way those look on the shelf. Just like Home, Graveyard of Lost Children. And then my last two shelves, episode 13, The Har, Stolen Tongues, The Children on the Hill. I keep my favorites together. Fantastic Land, Bloom, Into the Drowning Deep, From Below. I don't know, I just love having them all together. Our Wives Under the Sea, Another, The Deep, Night's Edge, The Last House on Needless Street, Dead Silence, Ghost Station. See, Ghost Station is an aardvark, but you couldn't tell. Bless Your Heart, Mr. Magic, We Used to Live Here. My two Jimmy Giulianos, Dead 11 and 13 Months Haunted. I just realized that both of them have numbers in the title. That's interesting. Haunting of Velkwood, my two Rachel Harrisons, Black Sheep and Play Nice. Memorials, Knock Knock Open Wide, The Eyes of the Best Part, A Dowry of Blood. My two Sarah Pinboroughs, which I guess are technically thrillers, but I keep them here, which is Behind Her Eyes and We Live Here Now. And then my last shelf, which is like kind of empty, but not really. These are books that I unhauled from my TBR audit, but I have A Head Full of Ghosts, One Bad Night and Other Stories, a short story collection. There's a hair right there. Bat Eater and Other Names for Cora Zhang. And then lastly is The Reformatory. And that, my friends, is a full bookshelf tour. Now, when me and my husband do decide to reorganize this whole area, y'all will be along for the ride, for sure. I will do a fully updated bookshelf tour, which I'm really excited about, to have more shelves, to have more space. I don't know, I think a lot of them are gonna probably be, or at least two of the new ones are going to be Lego shelves, because we just have so much, and I would like to use them for books, but also like, I need space for my Legos too, my other hobbies. But that is every single book that I've read that's on my bookshelves, which I'm excited to be able to share all of that with you. Those are all books that I've read. How exciting. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you understood my organizational process. What goes on in this brain makes sense to me and only me probably, but it's okay. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye guys.